Hey everybody, it's Mike here. Welcome back to the channel. Well, we are in our furniture series, and today we're going to create some kitchen chairs, right? Here's where we left off. That's our table, the one that we did last time. And it's looking kind of lonely, so we need some chairs, right? Now, I had a reference last time, but I don't know exactly what I did with that file, but it's gone, so we have to come up with something else, right? So, but that's no problem. We're going to do that, and we're going to do that by starting with the front. Why not? So we can hide all of this. Control H. I want this out of the way as well. Control H. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start with a polygon cube. We're going to kind of stretch that out. We're going to get a face, get rid of that. Get rid of that. It's going to be farm style, so it's going to be fairly straightforward, but let's make it look nice anyway, right? So we got that. We're going to go and bevel the edges. So we're going to grab this. We're going to bevel. Let's do 3. That looks good. So that's going to be one section. Then I'm going to Control D to duplicate and W to move up. That's going to be the section just above that, which is good. Then let's see, what are we going to do next? We are going to start with a leg. So I'll grab a cube, raise that up, push that out, after frame. Let's bring that in like so. That's centered. That's good. We're going to go in here. We're going to go and grab this. We're going to push it down. Got something selected that I shouldn't select. That's going to be about right. Then what we're going to do is we are going to look at it from this view. And what I want is for this to kind of angle forward. So I'm going to go to Insert Edge Loop. Let's do 6. Q on the keyboard. Let's go to Vertex. There's that weird glitch again. I don't know what that is, but it happens now and then. Insert Edge Loop again. 6. There you go. Right click Vertex. Drag Select. Come on, Vertex, thank you, yeah. And we're going to move that forward a little bit. And make that a very, very faint curve like so. And then we're actually going to go in here and we're going to reduce that a little bit. So that's what we have so far. Then what we're going to do next is we're going to go to edges and we're going to grab these and the ones on top, that one as well. We're going to bevel 0.2. Let's do 2. There you go. Let's see if that's okay or whether it's too much. And it is a bit much. Maybe I just need to That looks better. A little bit more subtle, right? Okay. So we're gonna hit Control D to duplicate. We're gonna hit W. We're gonna move. And let's see how far we want to go. This seems to be a bit wide, right? So let's go to there. Then we'll grab these two and we'll go to vertex. Come on. Left the frame. All right. So that's the front of our chair. Then we are going to focus on the back. The back will be, it's not going to be square exactly, so we're going to Control D to duplicate, W to move back, and I'm going to kind of bring that in a little bit, just so I have a sense of what it should be. So we're going to go to Modify and Center Pivot, then we're going to push it in just a little bit. And then we're going to have a look at our seat. Okay, now we're going to grab a polygon plane for that. Let's bring that in, bring it back here. Look at the top. This all needs to be centered. Hold on X. There you go. That's better. Then we're going to open up the attribute editor. We're going to go in here. We're going to set that to 1 by 1. Then we're going to scale it. We're going to hit W. We're going to push it in here. And it's supposed to be a bit bigger because we want to cut into it. So that looks to be a bit better. And then let's see, that will be pretty much flush to that guy, meaning that this needs to move over here. All right, and then we're going to work from here, and that means that we need to insert an edge loop. We're going to do 1. We're going to put that in here. Then we're going to go and put that in here as well. All right. We're going to go and grab these faces and get rid of them. Then we're going to go in here to vertex mode and drag select, go to the top there. We need to anticipate the width of the legs, so we're going to hit R and we're going to push that in, but not too much, something like that, right? And then what we're going to do is go to insert edge loop again, put one in right there, like so. Q on the keyboard, go to face, delete and delete. So that's what we have so far. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that looks good. Looks good. Okay, now we're gonna grab these guys in object mode. And we're going to hit G to group, Control G. We're going to hit Control D to duplicate. We're going to hit E to rotate. We're going to hold down J. Flip it around, hit W, push it back. And then we're going to figure out the spacing. So hold down X, snap it right there. Let's go to Modify and Center Pivot, and then try that again. There you go. Now we're gonna use one of them. So get rid of this. We're gonna use one. We're gonna bring that in. And we're gonna move that in a little bit more. Let's do that. Alright. Then we're not gonna duplicate it just yet. We're gonna grab this guy, we're gonna Control E, then we're gonna give it some thickness. Let's do 1. Oh, let's do 10. Sorry. Needs to be a lot more than that. Let's do 60. 60 looks good. Right, we're gonna W, we're gonna push that in here. Yeah, that's fine. And then what we're gonna do is, let's see, we got that front section there. We're gonna go and grab the edges, bevel. Let's do 3 segments right there. And then what we'll do is we'll go to insert edge loop. 6 in this direction, 6 in that direction. Q on the keyboard. Let's go and go to the top actually, because I want to select this through and through. Come on. Like so. Hit the B for soft select. Pull it out. So hold down left mouse and B and kind of pull that out. Let's see if that will work. It needs to be further than that. Pretty subtle, but nevertheless, that should be good. Hit B to turn off soft select. Then what we're going to do is, let's see, is this too high? It is, yeah, it's a little bit too high. But that's fine, that's an easy fix, right? So we're going to go here. Let's say that's good. That's good. All right. This is going to be raised up, of course. So we're going to grab all of this and I'm going to pull that up. A little bit more than that. Let's do that, yeah. All right. Then what I'm going to do is insert edge loop. Q on the keyboard. And we're going to very, very slightly nudge that this way. Let's mirror that. And I don't want that there at all. I want it in Z. Let's see, cut geometry, I don't want that. Copy world is good. Z mirror, that's better, yeah. Alright, that looks good. Then we are going to take some round sections. So we're going to hit R, we're going to stretch that out, E to rotate, hold on J, flip it on its side like this. We're going to get rid of these faces, go to face, delete. We're going to scale it in, pull it out, the W, bring it in here. So there's going to be one above, Control D, one below. Let's see if that kind of works out. Spacing wise, it does. Then we're going to grab them both. We're going to push them back to about there. Then we're going to go to vertex mode. Actually, we'll go to object mode, select them both, group them, come on, mesh combine, right click vertex, drag select, push back, and then we need to push them in this direction. So that looks good. Then we are going to have to mirror that. So that's going to be in Z once again. Maybe the setting is still good. It is. Yeah. So we got that. Then we're going to go to the top and we're going to create those cross sections. And we can actually borrow this guy. Control D to duplicate, W to move up. What I want to do here is I want to put a bit of an arc in it, right? So we're going to go to insert edge loop, 6 once again, Q on the keyboard. That's not the view I want. This is what I want. We're going to go to object mode. We are going to stretch it out. Then we're going to go to vertex, we're going to drag select, and W, raise that up. And then we'll grab these, and we'll hit R, and we'll kind of push that out like so. Then we're going to hit Control D to duplicate, W to move down. After frame, we're going to scale that inwards a little bit. Let's go and undo that, go to modify and center pivot first, and then do that. Let's go to the vertices. And then we'll do one more. Hit R again, bring that in again. And then we have a chair. Okay, cool. Now, anything I want to change, maybe make this a bit thicker, just to give it a little bit more body, but this looks fine to me. We're we're going to grab this, we're going to go to mesh and combine. Then we're going to go and scale the whole thing down because it is very, very, very large. We're going to go to display, show all to open up our scene, hit F to frame, bring in the chair, bring it up. And as far as seat height is concerned, I'm going to match that with our dining table. So I need to move the pivot point down, hit the insert key, move the pivot down to the bottom of the chair, hit the insert key again, move it next to a chair like this guy right here, hit R, scale it down. That's the correct height. Then we're going to go and hit W and move that over here. Left to frame. For some reason they look tiny, but scale doesn't lie, so this should be good. You have to have space to put your legs underneath the table and so forth, right? So we're going to hit Control D to duplicate, E to rotate, hold on J. Put one at this end as well. Control D to duplicate, E to rotate, hold on J. And I guess 4 chairs would be plenty here. Rotate that around. This guy needs to come in. Yeah, skill wise it should be fine, right? So we're going to go to File and Save Scene. And yeah, that's it for this video. So if you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing. That would make my day. And in the next video, we are going to dress up the scene a little bit. So books in the cupboard, we're going to have like a vase on the table, a mat on the floor, that kind of stuff, right? Okay, hopefully I'll see you there. Thanks for watching. Bye.